Welcome back, GHS. I'm Emily.
And I'm Calvin. And this episode has a lot in store for you, including updates on COVID, updates on the parking lot, and much more.
All coming to you right after the pledge and intro. Roll it, Sab.
Hey GHS, I've got some good news. The end is here.
How's that good news? The end of what? The pandemic?
No. The end of the semester. There's only 2 more days of the semester, Monday and Tuesday of next week.
That's right, don't forget. If you were wondering about school pictures this year, have no fear. School pictures are Friday, January 29th. All students are away or in person can get your pictures taken. More info to be announced, so make sure to check your email.
When you're back at school, you'll notice some changes. Construction wrapped up on the new parking lot and walkway. There's about 30 new spots. The administration hopes that this will alleviate some of the parking troubles and also allow for the parking lot to empty faster at the end of the day.
Even though we're at home because of COVID, students are still applying to college and looking for ways to pay for it. The GHS Counseling Department has a way that you can find that money from home. Abby has more.
Today I'm going to show you how you can see updates from Mrs. Embry's in Canvas. So what you're going to do is first, let me share my screen with you, is obviously I did it, but what you want to do is first go to your Canvas page. So go to Canvas, and normally what you want to do is click in here on the GHS Counseling Office. But to make your life easier, there is this inbox icon, so you want to click on that. If you look in one specifically email, Inspire Scholarships, if you read this, at the bottom of the page, there's this link to scholarships. Once you click that link, it'll take you to this page. Once you're in this page, you want to scroll down, and all you see when you scroll down is all the scholarships Goshen High School has to offer for you. Now you want to make sure you read this and pick the scholarship that best applies to you and hit apply now. Once you're done applying, that will definitely benefit you for college in the fall. But I want to quickly point out to you, if you see a status that's open with a green dot, that means it's still up for grabs. But if it says closed with a red dot, that means it's out of stock. And just FYI, we will have this website linked under 12/07/2020 GTV episode in the icon. So if you watch our GTV 12/07/2020 episode of GTV, this website will be linked in the icon. So make sure you click the icon right up here and check out these scholarships that will help you tremendously next year.
This year's musical is under production. The cast was announced last week. The musical will be presented virtually this year due to COVID. It will be presented in March. Rehearsals began this week and will pick up after break. The show will be filmed in February and then shown later. The musical is also different in the way that it's written. Each song is a complete story on its own. The songs all revolve around a central theme. About one moment in life, about hitting the wall and making a choice to take a stand or turn around.
The COVID numbers continue to remain high. With the higher numbers and spread of the virus, Goshen schools decided to keep the 7th through 12th grade in course 5. Dr. Hope, the superintendent, says that they will announce the January plan before we go on break. So keep an eye on your announcements and social media. Now that's out of the way. What's next?
I believe it's sports with Logan and Abby.
All right, I guess. Let's do it.
Happy early Christmas, Goshen. I'm Abby.
And I'm Logan. Here are your sports for this week.
The tennis team had an award ceremony recently. Carlos Lichty won Most Valuable Player. Cruz Komani won Most Improved. Carter Smucker won the Coach Award. Cormac Lichty won the Teamwork Award. And Moses Sawatsky won the Mentor Attitude Award.
The Lady Redhawks came away with a solid 36-30 road win against a tough West Noble team. The Lady Redhawks were led by senior Brent Shoup Hill, 14 points, Tara Markham, 8 points.
Goshen fell to Elkhart 63-45. Goshen was led in scoring by Drew Hogan with 22 and Blake Weiss with 11 points. Goshen will travel to South Bend State Josephs on Saturday for a 1:30 p.m. tip.
Last Thursday, the Goshen swim team and dive team defeated the Mishawaka Cavemen, with the girls scoring 120 to 57 and the boys scoring 113 to 71. Nick Zaire, Sam Hunter, Sky Zuri, Nora Miller, Olivia Gertz all scored first place in their respective events. Ava DeVoe also got first place for the girls diving, and Caden Hodge got third for the boys diving. On Saturday, the girls and boys swim team went up against Warsaw. The boys defeated Warsaw, however, the Warsaw girls won against Goshen.
Anybody who is interested in boys track and field this year, please contact Coach Kaufman with your name, phone number, and event that you are interested in competing in. The email will be linked in the iCard and description.
The Edward Jones Students of the Month were named for November. Bryn Shoup Hill and Will Franks were picked by Goshen coaches. Congratulations.
This was your sport for this week. This is Tony's last GTV episode. We wish you well. Anyways, we'll see you guys next semester.
The first Friday's Fire and Ice Festival is going to happen on January 1st, but we wouldn't be surprised if it gets canceled due to COVID. So far, the city plans to keep the festival going and will have ice sculptures and hot food.
Now, Tony has some recommendations for Netflix shows and movies to watch during the quarantine. Let's get to that.
Alright, first of all, I want to say how much I dislike Apple. I was going to record this on my phone, which is way better quality, but it is so hard to move files from a phone to a computer if it's not a Mac. So, we're just going to have to deal with the computer quality. Anyways, Netflix is a thing. They have TV shows and movies on there. Cartoons, Harry Potter, whatever you want to see. Is Harry Potter on there? Never mind, Harry Potter is not on Netflix, but you get the idea. Movies. Being quarantined, you're probably trying to find something to watch, and you most likely have Netflix. So I'm gonna give you a list of the popular titles right now, because I don't know what you like. I'm just gonna say what's popular. Alright, so most of this is gonna be quoted from IMDb, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way. Alright, so we start off with Stranger Things. This is a classic. It's been out since 2016. I think a lot of people have known about it. I don't know if many have watched it. It's about the mysterious and sudden vanishing of a young boy. The people of a small town begin to uncover secrets of a government lab, portals to another world, and sinister monsters. The boy's mother, Joyce, desperately tries to find him, convinced he's in grave danger, while the police chief searches for answers. Trying to help find him, the boy's friends discover a strange little girl who's on the run from bad men, as she says. Next up is The Witcher. The summary is a bit complicated to explain, so I'm just going to say if you've played the games, you'll probably like the show. Next up we have Black Mirror, which is about the inward looks at the darker aspects of humanity and society. This is done through the theme of technology, hence the meaning the Black Mirror, the screen that rules our lives. This next one might appeal to you if you like the more retro games like Pac-Man or Tetris. The documentary High Score is about the creation and development of video games in the early 1980s and 1990s. It covers the early growth of arcade games and home video game consoles in the late 1970s and early 1980s until the 1983 video game crash. Alright, and now to my personal favorite, which is not on the popular list, but is just something I recommend. The Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs series is out on Netflix. It's about the town of Swallow Falls, where everyone can only afford to eat sardines, but Flint Lockwood, a failed inventor, thinks he has the answer to the town's crisis. He builds a machine that converts water into food and becomes a local hero when tasty treats start falling from the sky, like rain. However, the machine starts to go out of control and starts making threatening food. Don't know how food can be threatening, but I guess you'll have to watch the movie to find out. In this, Flint finds out that he may have bitten off more than he can chew. That's all I got for Netflix recommendations. Hopefully you found something you like.
Well, that wraps up everything for the semester.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna miss you, Calvin.
Wait, where are you going?
Second period. Gotta teach them boys some showbiz.
Alright, well, see you next time, GHS. Peace.